Alright, so on this '08 Cadillac DTS, we've got these R-Knot SK2952s. Now, the differences that I can tell just by looking at these apples for apples, okay, is it does have a cutaway here. And, hold on. Alright, so the other difference is this place where this plug plugs in. Now, it's the same type of plug. I've checked it. Same type of plug. It just has a little different way of plugging in. It's just a little different design. And I held it up there and looked at it to see if it would interfere with anything, and it looks like it'll be fine. Looks like it will clear. So I'm gonna get this McPherson strut spring compressor tool here and compress this down. And the next thing I need to check is I need to check this gimbal on the top. I think that's what it's called, gimbal bearing. I need to check that and make sure. These are not do not come with that on the top, and they are $200 a piece for that sucker. So I'm going to make sure if there's anything wrong with it, we'll have to change it, of course. But I'm going to check it, make sure before I proceed. If I need those, I'll order some. So let's get to the next step and see how this looks. Okay, so I've got this thing compressed pretty far, and I've got a little bit more than I can do on this side. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make, but basically what you have here in this point right here is you've got a bomb waiting to go off. If anything fails at this time, it's going to be really bad. So let's hope that doesn't happen. And normally it doesn't happen, but this is the part where if you do something wrong, or if you don't pay attention to what you're doing, somebody could get hurt really bad. So what I'm doing now is I've got a tool on the end. I think it's a 24 millimeter bolt nut on the end there, and it requires the use of a torque socket, but I was turning it, it's holding steady, and it's not a lot of resistance, so I'm going ahead and turning that thing, and it's probably going to pop off right at the end. And see, and this is the part where you don't want to have anything downwind of this sucker, because if it does pop, it's going to boing a little bit, okay? I don't know if you're going to get a live result of that, but just always expect this to fly off. It may have just a little bit of tension on it, and I could probably compress those a tiny bit more, but let's see what it looks like. It looks like it's getting pretty loose right here at the end, but just have this sucker laying on the ground with nobody nearby on either end or anything important on either end, because if it does fly, some of these parts, the nut or the wrench or whatever, there it goes. All right, so it popped. You got it. And that wasn't much, but it could have been a lot more if you weren't paying attention to how far you've got that thing compressed. So we're still in a very dangerous situation with this spring compressor, okay? So this is the part right here. We're going to inspect our parts and make sure that we don't have to replace anything, okay? This is the time. So this bearing here, put a little pressure on it, and I'm feeling it. Okay, and if it's all rumbly and screwed up, it needs to be replaced. Okay, let's try, see if we have any lateral, okay, if it moves. Okay, and it's not moving, it's tight, it's nice. Okay, it's a nice hat, okay. It's the original one. And see, just by looking at the top of this, I'm looking at the top here, right here, and you can see that there's places up here at the top that look like they might have a little bit of trouble. And they might need to be replaced. They might need to be replaced because of this. All right, and so when you're going down the road and it's bumping and banging, this is something that would cause problems like that. Clunk, clunk, and bang. So this rubber bushing for this top, this thing needs to be replaced. And you look at it on the back side, and you can see where it's got a crack. And one side has a little bit of structure left on there, but this side here is totally blown out. So we're gonna have to replace it. These suckers are $200 a piece. Not a pretty deal. And in this case here on this vehicle, let me look at this. I think how this fits on here. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, this goes on there like that, on the very top like this. So we'll have to order a couple of these. I'll probably order some Moog problem solvers or whatever, you know, and just get this taken care of. So anyway, I was just showing using this McPherson strut compressor, and there is nothing about being in a hurry with using this at all. And if you're not comfortable with doing it, you could take it to a shop somewhere. They've got a real nice floor standing unit that'll do the job just the same. It's worth $20. All right, take it easy. Y'all have a good day.